Ruben Amorim is sacked. Good day, Manchester United faithful. Welcome to the United Fan Stand. I bring you the news that Ruben Amorim of Manchester United has been sacked. Was called in this morning by the management of Manchester United, and then he was told that he has been relieved of his duty as a Manchester United head coach or manager. We all remember on Sunday after the Leeds game in his post-match interview where he reiterated and said consistently that he is the Manchester United manager, not a head coach.
Want to say that I'm going to be the manager of this team, not just the coach. And I was really clear on that. And it's going to be like this for 18 months or when the board decided to change. I'm not going to quit. I will do my job until other guy is coming here to replace me. And that is going to finish in 18 months. And then everyone is going to move on. That was the deal. That is my job, not to be a coach. I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach. And every department, the scouting department, the sport director needs to do their job. I will do mine for 18 months and then we move on.
He reaffirmed it that he is the Manchester United manager and not the head coach. That this was explained explicitly to the board upon his interview and his employment. So he's not here to be a Manchester United head coach. Rather, he is here to be a Manchester United manager. That he has 18 months left on his contract, and after that, everybody can go their separate ways. But guess what? He didn't fulfill that 18 months. He got relieved of his duty. This coming at the back of Enzo Maresca of Chelsea getting sacked for attacking his board. Reiterated, Amorim, that coaches like Jose Mourinho, Alex Ferguson, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, and co were allowed to build teams to become great and who they are today. So he feels he deserves the right and the opportunity to be given or afforded the same time and the same power in the club. But guess what? Football have moved past that. We all know how Manchester United is suffering today because of Alex Ferguson being the manager. And the moment he left, the whole club fell to pieces. And since then, they've been looking for a manager that will be able to handle the club. Hence, when Ineos took over, they had to set up the board, the technical director, the head of recruitment, and the rest of it. Just like you have in Chelsea, just like you have in Brighton, every new club, or that's now the new football structure where the head coach can leave at any moment in time and someone else can replace that head coach and take over. We all know when Sir Alex Ferguson was the coach of Manchester United, he overran everything. When I mean everything, I mean everything. Starting from the recruitment till the dieting, even the medical staff were picked by him. It's difficult in this time and age of how football has developed for you to entrust a whole club into a man's hand. Hence, you have different buffers to the management, whereby in case anything happens and the manager is let go of his duty, you don't have to change everything afresh. You just only have to pick a coach and put him there. And that is what the structure Manchester United have currently. It's the same structure that Chelsea has currently. I think Enzo Maresca had a fight over with the medical team in Chelsea about releasing players and players are allowed to play and how long they're allowed to play in the game. I guess that is one of the issues that led to his sacking. But the Manchester United case, I believe it's all about recruitment. We all knew that in the summer, Emi Martinez was preferred to Sane Lammers in Ruben Amorim's eyes, but the board chose to go for Lammers, who was a younger goalkeeper, had good quality, and could actually serve the club at the long term. Not only that, I've heard that they also had a fight about the type of strikers they want. He want a different type of striker, maybe the Philip Mateta's mold, or maybe even Victor Gyökeres that went to Arsenal. But the team or the board decided to give him Sesko. Another thing that is causing issue between Ruben Amorim and the board of Manchester United are also the targets in the January transfer window. We all know that top of Manchester United transfer list for the midfield is Carlos Baleba, Elliot Anderson, and Adam Wharton. These players are players you can only get in the summer. But Amorim wants a January reinforcement. But the board is saying we don't have enough money. If we're going for other cheaper targets you want right now to reinforce the midfield, we might not be able to get our top choice when we hit the summer. That's the time that these players can move. You're not expecting Nottingham Forest that is in a relegation battle to let go of Elliot Anderson in January transfer window. Neither are you expecting Adam Wharton to leave Crystal Palace when they still have European football to play this season. Or are you expecting Carlos Baleba, which Brighton has told you is not for sale, to go to January? No. The only time you have chance to acquire these top targets are the summer. So if you end up buying players now, maybe like the Cones of Roma, Angelo Stilla, or whatever players they've been linked to, that means you will be broke by you will not have enough money to pursue your top targets in midfield. And if you understand how the recruitment in Manchester United is going. They want Premier League proven players, not just going to other markets to get. Yes, you can go to other markets to get one or two, but they want the spine of the team to be Premier League proven players. Players that have already played in the Premier League that can come and hit the ground running and not wait for settling down or wait for 2 seasons before they get used to the league. People that can just come, boom, bang, they start delivering. That is what they want. And these have been going on and going on and going on and going on. Amorim felt he's not being supported on the right players he needs. That is the board that are actually choosing the players that come. Yes, they have been asked several times and he said they all have a good talk. Everybody presents there. But in his eyes, Christopher Vevel, the head of recruitment, has more says in the players that come in than he, the manager, has. Jason Wilcox has more say on his tactic more than he would like it to be. He just wants, in his interview, he mentioned that the technical director should work as a technical director, the head of recruitment should work as a head of recruitment, while he, the manager, should work as a manager. Let him do his job. Everybody do their job. But guess what? When you attack employers, you pay the price, just like Enzo Maresca and just like Amorim. They pay the price of being rude, will I say outspoken more than the normal about their abroad. All these are coming from the back of Man U playing a four-man defense, which has actually given us our best performance so far this season. One is against Newcastle, where we were solid, strong. We were all at Newcastle in the first half with the four defense. And in the second half, when we had to revert to the five defense, that's about 60, 70 minutes when the pressure for Newcastle was going. We head on to see the game off. We won 3 valuable points in that match. The match against Bournemouth, when he reverted to a four-man defense, we had good attacking flair. We were able to come back. We even went into a point where we had to draw the game. Yes, I know Sam Lamans had to make some great saves at the end to keep us in the game, to keep the tie at 4-4. But it was really entertaining. We also had a very good outing against Aston Villa, even if we lost that match. Even if we lost that match, we were all proud to be Manchester United fans watching those matches. But guess what? The next game, he reverted to Three-man defense against Wolves. Like against Wolves, bottom of the league table, you had to play three-man defense. That spiked Jason Wilcox. And then moving on to the next game against Leeds, we played the three-man defense again. And those two matches, guess what? We had a ball draw. Draw. Those are opportunities for Manchester United to climb the table, which we have let down. Yes, that accompanied with him the outburst in the media led to this termination. Do you think the management is right or do you think they are wrong? Let's see your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be waiting for them. Peace out. Peace out.